Hey, English learners, welcome back to the English Daily Podcast, your cozy place to learn simple English through real-life conversations, useful vocabulary, and gentle motivation. I'm John.
And I'm Sarah. John, can I ask you a question today?
I think this is turning into our official tradition. Go right ahead.
When was the last time you did something that pushed you out of your comfort zone? Just a little bit.
That's a great question. Probably a few weeks ago when I agreed to give a presentation at work in front of my entire department.
Really? Were you nervous before doing it?
Extremely. Even though I spent days practicing, my heart was pounding right before I started.
But you got through it.
I did. And afterward, I realized it was nowhere near as terrifying as I had made it out to be in my head.
Isn't that funny? Often the most challenging step isn't the action itself, it's simply making up your mind to do it.
Exactly. And that leads us straight into our topic for today.
Today's episode is titled, Why Your Comfort Zone is Holding You Back.
I love this subject because everyone has a comfort zone. Some people are aware of theirs, while others don't even realize they're trapped inside one.
And here's the surprising truth. Your comfort zone might feel safe, but it rarely helps you grow into the person you want to become.
Sometimes the life you're dreaming of is waiting just beyond the borders of where you feel comfortable.
This episode is ideal for B1 to B2 level English learners.
And if you are a strong A2 learner, don't worry about grasping every single detail. Just sit back, listen, and enjoy the conversation.
Whether you're out taking a walk, having a coffee, commuting, or actively practicing English, thank you so much for joining us.
Let's jump in. Sarah, how would you define a comfort zone?
That's a solid question. I don't think it's a physical place. It's a psychological state. It's a space where everything is familiar, routine, and completely predictable.
So it's that part of life where no unexpected surprises happen.
Exactly. Imagine visiting the same coffee shop every morning. The barista knows your name, you get the exact same order, and you sit at your favorite table. Everything feels effortless.
There's nothing wrong with that. We all enjoy feeling cozy and secure.
Of course, comfort isn't the enemy. The problem arises when comfort becomes the only place we ever allow ourselves to stay.
I really like that distinction. Enjoying comfort is fine, but living exclusively inside your comfort zone is where the trouble starts.
Right, because real progress doesn't happen there. You repeat the same routines, hold the same conversations, and experience the same things day in and day out.
Our brains actually naturally crave routines. They're predictable, safe, and require very little mental energy.
Exactly. Your brain isn't naturally asking, how can I challenge myself today? It's asking, how can I keep us safe?
Which explains why trying something new can feel so deeply uncomfortable.
Exactly. Take language learning, for instance. Listening to an English podcast in your room feels completely safe, but speaking English to a real person in public, that's a whole different story.
Instantly, your brain starts spiraling. What if I mess up my grammar? What if my accent sounds strange? What if they don't understand what I'm saying?
It's incredible how quickly our minds create worst-case scenarios.
It really is, and almost none of those terrible stories ever come true.
Exactly. Most people aren't sitting there judging us. They're just focused on their own lives.
So more often than not, the biggest barrier isn't other people, it's our own internal fear.
I couldn't agree more. We frequently hold ourselves back before anyone else even has a chance to stop us.
That's a powerful realization. Sometimes the only thing standing between us and a better future is one uncomfortable step.
And that is precisely why staying inside your comfort zone holds you back from your potential.
Because real growth almost always begins the moment comfort ends.
So why do so many people stay stuck in the same place for years, even when they aren't satisfied? Let's explore that next.
Sarah, why do you think people stay trapped inside their comfort zones even when they are unhappy with their current situation?
Because change brings uncertainty, and uncertainty can feel deeply unsettling.
That makes sense. Our comfort zone might be dull, but at least it's familiar.
Exactly. People often stay in jobs they dislike, not because they enjoy the work, but because starting over somewhere new feels far scarier.
Or they stay in unhealthy relationships or put off their ambitions because the unknown feels more intimidating than their present discomfort.
It's fascinating, isn't it? We often choose a familiar problem over an unfamiliar opportunity.
I've never thought about it in those terms, but you're completely right. People choose familiar discomfort over unfamiliar possibility.
Exactly. The mind says, this isn't ideal, but at least I know what to expect.
And that mindset can keep you stuck for years. I remember when I first started learning a new language, I was utterly terrified of actually speaking it out loud.
Really? You sound so fluent and confident now.
Trust me, I wasn't always. I would study grammar rules for hours and memorize long lists of vocabulary, but the moment someone addressed me, my mind would go completely blank.
I think almost every English learner listening can relate to that exact feeling.
Definitely. I kept telling myself, I'll start speaking once my English is better. But the irony was, my English only got better after I forced myself to start speaking.
That is such a vital lesson. Confidence doesn't appear before you take action. Confidence develops because you took action.
Here's another common mistake people make. They assume stepping out of their comfort zone requires making a massive, dramatic leap.
Like quitting your job tomorrow or moving across the globe?
Exactly. Those big moves might happen eventually, but that's not where real growth begins.
Most personal growth starts with tiny choices. Greeting a stranger, picking up a new hobby, speaking English for just 5 minutes, or reading a single page of a book.
Small steps feel manageable, and when you repeat them consistently, they gradually build a new identity.
John, can I ask you a personal question?
Go for it.
Have you ever regretted trying something new, even when it didn't go perfectly?
Honestly, no. I've made mistakes, I've stumbled, and I've felt embarrassed, but I gained a valuable lesson every single time.
That's so interesting because when I look back at my own life, I don't regret the things I attempted and failed at. I regret the opportunities I walked away from out of fear.
I think that's true for most people. Years down the line, we rarely say, I wish I hadn't tried. Instead, we wonder, what would have happened if I had just been a little braver?
That question, what if, can haunt you for a long time.
Which is why it's far better to take the leap even if the outcome isn't flawless.
Exactly, because every outcome teaches you something. Success shows you what works, and failure highlights what to improve.
Either way you evolve. The only way you stay stagnant is by doing nothing at all.
There's another trap I've noticed. People frequently compare their beginning to someone else's middle stage.
Oh, that happens all the time. They watch a fluent English speaker and think, I'll never reach that level.
But they forget that fluent speaker was once a nervous beginner too, making mistakes and feeling insecure.
Everyone starts at the beginning. Nobody is born an expert.
So the ultimate goal isn't to become completely fearless.
Exactly. The real goal is simply becoming comfortable with being a little uncomfortable.
I love that perspective because true progress always lives just outside your comfort zone.
In the final part of today's episode, we'll share simple, actionable ways to stretch your comfort zone, one small step at a time. Stay tuned.
John, if someone is listening right now and realizing I've been staying inside my comfort zone for too long, where should they start?
I'd advise them to start much smaller than they think they need to.
Smaller?
Yes, people assume they need to overhaul their whole life overnight, but sustainable growth begins with a single small choice.
Could you give us a concrete example?
Sure. If you're learning English, don't tell yourself, I'm going to study grammar for 4 hours today. Instead, commit to speaking English out loud for just 5 minutes.
That feels far more achievable.
Exactly. Smaller goals remove resistance, and once you get started, keeping momentum is much easier.
That principle applies to almost anything in life. If you want to get fit, start with a short walk. If you want to read more, read 2 pages. If you want to build confidence, have one brief conversation.
Micro actions might not look impressive on day one, but they compound over time. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and before you know it, your life looks entirely different.
Another helpful tip, let go of the expectation to be perfect.
That is huge. Perfectionism keeps so many capable people paralyzed. They think, if I can't do this flawlessly, I shouldn't bother doing it at all.
But perfection isn't the target, progress is.
Absolutely. An imperfect conversation in English is infinitely better than staying silent. A 10-minute walk is better than sitting on the couch.
John, can I ask you another quick question?
I was waiting for the next one. Go ahead.
What is one area in your life where you're still working on stepping out of your comfort zone?
I'd say becoming more comfortable with uncertainty. I prefer having every detail planned out, but life rarely follows a strict script.
I think a lot of our listeners can relate to that. We crave certainty, yet genuine personal growth thrives in uncertainty.
Exactly. Every exciting opportunity carries a degree of uncertainty. A new career path, a new friendship, mastering a new skill, or traveling to an unfamiliar country. You can never predict the exact outcome.
And maybe that's the beauty of it. Life is meant to have a little mystery.
Right, because if we wait until we feel 100% ready, we'll end up waiting our entire lives.
True. Sometimes the absolute best moment to take action is simply today.
We want to leave our listeners with one thought. Imagine yourself 1 year from today. Would you rather look back and say, I'm so glad I tried? Or, I wish I had been brave enough to start?
That question hits deep because a single small decision today can alter where you stand 12 months from now.
Exactly. Your comfort zone will always offer safety, but your biggest dreams are waiting just on the other side of it.
So take one small step, then another and another. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be willing to begin.
Now it's time for today's Word Walk, where we unpack 5 useful vocabulary words from today's discussion.
Let's do it. Word number 1, familiar.
Familiar means something you know well or have experienced many times before. For example, this neighborhood feels very familiar to me. The opposite is unfamiliar.
Word number 2, uncertainty.
Uncertainty refers to a situation where the outcome is not known or guaranteed. For example, starting a new job often comes with a period of uncertainty.
Word number 3, opportunity.
An opportunity is a chance to do something positive or improve your life. For example, learning English unlocks new career opportunities.
Word number 4, progress.
Progress means moving forward or improving over time. For example, I am making steady progress with my English fluency. Remember, progress beats perfection.
Word number 5, courage.
Courage means taking action or being brave even when you feel afraid. For example, it took a lot of courage to speak English in front of a group for the first time. And courage grows stronger every time you use it.
Let's recap our 5 words for today. Familiar, well-known or predictable. Uncertainty, the state of not knowing what will happen. Opportunity, a chance for growth or success. Progress, forward movement and improvement. Courage, bravery in the face of fear.
We hope today's episode reminded you that true transformation doesn't happen inside your comfort zone. It begins with one small, courageous choice.
Whether that choice is speaking English out loud, trying a new experience, or simply believing in yourself,
Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with a friend. I'm John.
And I'm Sarah. You've been listening to the English Daily Podcast.
And remember, your English goals and your life goals are both much closer than you think.
We'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.